What's up, everyone? It's Biz Coach C, and I hope you guys are ready for our Road to 100K training for today. This is going to be absolutely awesome. Let me get the Facebook page pulled up here so I can make sure everything looks good online. And thank you, everyone, for joining live today. If you know somebody who should be on this call, somebody that's interested in financial freedom and independence, especially a minority woman who is looking for ways to get to her first six figures, then please, by all means, share this live with those ladies. DM it to her, email it to her, tell her, hey, we're live. We're getting the next session in this series of trainings, which we've been doing Road to 100K all this year. So we started at the first of this year, and this is a series that's going to last all the way to December. So I am super excited about Road to 100K because it is a amazing opportunity for me to show you ladies how I reached my first six figures in business and how you can reach yours by owning your own business. So without further ado, let's get into it. And there we are. I'm going to make sure it was showing up like I wanted it to. See, just in case it's on the other side here. And this gives everybody time to get in, get comfortable, get familiar. Awesome. So let's do this. Hey, Rhonda Williams, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you. So I'm going to hop right into it. Since this is a series, this is the next in sequence. If you would like to see the rest of these trainings, they are available on my YouTube page. I'm going to drop the link in the comments so you all can get to that. But you can follow every single one of the sessions. It will give you access to the exercises that go along with it. And if you are a Six Secrets member, you need to join the Road to 100K chat group that's there. Because all of the assignments, everything is in one central location. So you're going to be able to find everything. Today's session is not going to take very long. It's going to be very straight and to the point, but it's going to be detrimental to how you take what you've learned so far in this series and how you activate that in your business. So it's all about automation and daily deposits today. We are fast tracking your road to 100K. So this is, of course, with the understanding that you follow the steps that were in the previous sessions, the previous trainings that I've done. And now you're at a point to where we understand how to generate money in the business. And we are now fast tracking that and we're multiplying that so it can move at a quicker pace and you can reach 100K faster. So the old belief here is that success is going to take you absolute years of grinding. But once you figure out your secret, because everybody has their own individual secret to success, there are some fundamental things that you can do to make sure it happens. And I'm here to coach you on all of those things. But it does not have to take as long as it used to. Now, it is definitely a mindset shift. It is making sure you have the right things in place. But once you do that, you don't have to spend a decade or more now actually reaching a point where you feel successful, where you are actually successful. Success looks different to a lot of people. To me, success is being able to do the things that I want to do with my family, to feel like I'm not in a financial cage and I have the freedom to roam and move about as I would like to, right? And also have the liberation of my time to decide to do what I want to do with it. So the new reality is that with things like AI that can give us certain automation, when we learn how to make our strategies intentional toward revenue building, then we can compress our time and make things happen faster. So the goal of today is to show you how to engineer your money into your business daily. So it's all about engineering today. If I had to leave you with a common concept, we're engineering today. So the agenda and the profitability formula is going to look like this on our schedules. We're going to do a quick intro and talk about why fast growth is even possible today. I'm going to give you again the profitability formula because I just do not want you to forget that. We're going to talk about daily deposits and how to engineer that cash every day, like I talked about. So put your hard hats on, ladies, and make sure they're pink. Automation that actually brings in money, leveraging automation for sales, building micro offers that we can put on repeat, and creating predictable cash flow systems. So fast track financial growth strategies is the next thing. Stacking our revenue streams, pre-selling, and getting cash before we actually deliver. High margin plays. What's the playbook on getting back high margins? And last but not least, I want to leave you with a 30-day fast growth challenge. Now, this 30-day fast growth challenge is going to turn into a new chat group and Six Secrets. And we're going to, for those of you who want to participate in, we want to look at fast tracking your profits over the next 30 days. So if you are head over heels in love with this formula that I'm going to give you today to fast track your way to six figures, then we're going to hop into a new group. And I'm going to be working specifically with the ladies who join that group on that 30-day fast growth challenge into doing what I show you today. So if we had to start with anything, it would definitely be the profitability formula for today. So if you can't see this quite on screen, you may be able to zoom into it with your fingers. If not, don't forget, this is going to be posted on my YouTube page, so you'll be able to follow. Thank you so much, Lisa, for the stars. Thank you, everybody, for watching and joining in. Profitability formula for today. Yeah, it's going to be on YouTube, but you will also have access. For those of you who have signed up to the Six Secrets newsletter or email newsletter, I will be sending out a recap of this, the YouTube link, along with this full presentation for today. All right. So even if you don't see specific things on the screen, I still want you to watch, listen, take notes. All right. So you ladies are quick. Y'all are intelligent. So I know that you can keep up with me. And all we're going to be doing is just watching this replay, going through the email and saying, yes, I got it. Join in the chat so you can implement this stuff for yourself. The profitability formula that I'm giving you today is something simple, but it works. Revenue minus expenses equal profit. That is girl math for today, right? So instead of chasing dollars, instead of chasing more clients, here's what I want you to focus on that's going to expedite your journey to six figures. I want you to focus on higher prices. That's number one. Why am I focused on higher prices, Biz Coach C? Because packages and bundles instead of individual products will always give you more. Second thing I want you to focus on is recurring revenue. We don't just want customers to come and shop and be finished. We don't like one and dones, right? We don't want one night stands. We want recurring revenue. We want memberships. We want retainers. We want subscriptions. In other words, we want loyal customers. We want commitment, because that equates to recurring revenue, right? I got you, Letha. No problem, sis. Catch that replay for real. And thank you so much for the stars. I can't thank you enough. All right. Third thing I want you to focus on is lower overhead. I want you to automate things instead of hiring too fast. We want to outsource quickly because we feel like it's just a weight on us when we're working in our business. But figure out ways to streamline it before you offload it. Make sure it's working well before you put it in someone else's hands, and make sure it's doing the functions that you need it to do. It's got to have that performance aspect to it before you hand it off to someone, because we don't want to be paying somebody to do something that's not going to be paying for itself, because that's going to be robbing our pockets and snatching all of this profitability formula away from you that I'm trying to teach you about. So automate instead of hiring too fast. Streamline it first. Small shifts are always going to equal big jumps in profit margin. So don't think I've got to do this heavy and hefty leap to get to the other side just to make that big shift. It's small shifts that add up along the way. All right, let's get to the daily deposits and building micro offers. First thing I told you I was going to tell you about today. Daily deposits, engineering that cash flow, making it all work together. Put your pink hard hat on, sit tight with me, right? Safety vest, we're ready. Daily deposits get dangerous here because we're talking about women who have impact financially, women who can pull out a checkbook and add zeros and add commas. So daily deposits equal having something that is going to bring money into your business every single day. That is the goal. Bring money into your business every single day. How can you do that? Here are 4 amazing, simple, and easily implemented ways that you can bring money into your business every day. It's just a matter of being an awesome entrepreneur and figuring out how this one thing is going to work for you, or how these 2 or 3 things are going to work for you. But I've got 4 here for you to do. Digital downloads, mini toolkits, right? If you are a service-based provider, make these low-hanging fruit, low-ticket items that people can pick up from you that have real value, that help them implement things that you teach on the fly, very quick. What else can you do? Product and service-based businesses, both of you can have subscription-based offers. So even if you are in retail, whatever it is that you're offering, encourage people to form a subscription type relationship with you instead of just shopping when they need you. Now, the beauty about that is pricing it anywhere between $27 and $97 a month is going to have amazing impact, really big impact, right? You can also do pre-booking deposits. So any type of deposit, especially for service-based providers here, cash now, service later. Get it started, get them on the books. A lot of times we will send our fish back out into the ocean after we catch them doing all of this lead generation and lead nurturing. We're sending them back into the ocean. We're doing like a catch and release, because we're telling them, hey, here's what you are going to be offered. Here's the value it brings. And they say, yeah, I want it. And then it's like, well, okay, let me get this together. Let me get with you. Here's the package deal, and we'll start such and such, and I'll collect with you then. No, we want to collect early in the game. And you do not have to collect the full price. But what you want to do is stamp it with a price, a deposit price, so that there's a commitment on the first level of engagement, right? That means there's commitment from you, and there's commitment from the buyer. And we aren't just doing a catch and release that point. We've actually caught, and we've committed our services, and they've committed to finishing that service through to the end. Affiliate links, also great for retailers, people doing products and services. This is like the pay while you sleep type thing. If you are engaged in any type of program that is linked up to something like yours, then see if they have an affiliate program where you could sell to people who are in your audience or people who are adjacent to your audience, right? That's how we start building out micro offers. So think bundling and packaging instead of a single product or service, whether you are offering the subscription, the 2 or 3 items at the time, whether you're collecting a deposit, or whether you're working with another organization to push their links that will pay you. For instance, as a business coach, I will say this: I know my clients need websites, right? I know my clients need accounting. I know that my clients need business plans. There are service providers that offer every single one of these. And so I have affiliate links for every single one of these programs from different vendors. And as I recommend these services to my clients who actually need the service, I know the service works well. I know that it's affordable for small businesses. So why not refer them to that, right? So I'm not just throwing something at somebody just to make a dollar myself, but I know that this is part of the journey that my customers need to take. And if I'm not offering it personally, why not connect them with the tools and everything and the right platforms that are? So when they do click on these affiliate links and they sign up for these programs, not only are they getting the services that they need, but I'm also getting compensated for routing them in the right direction. So you have to figure out what affiliates would be great for you to partner up with in the sense of what your business offers. But here are 4 amazing ways to get deposits into your business on a daily basis. Anything that can digitally download, any mini toolkits that they can download, subscription-based offers, pre-booking deposits, and affiliate links. Start there. If you're busy, if your business is not making money every day, it's just a hobby, it's not really a business. So build those micro offers. What's next? Automation that actually brings in money. Leveraging AI for sales. Here's the thing. We want our cash flow to be as predictable as possible. We need to know what money we're expecting to come in, and we need to know what money is expected to flow out. We have a good handle on our cash flow in our business when we understand how the money moves throughout our business. It's like waves on the beach. We know when the tide is high, we know when the tide is low. So in your business, you should know when it's high tide and you should know when it's low tide. What are some systems that help you be more predictable as far as your cash flow and how your money moves? Those subscription offers and those retainers, absolutely predictable. What systems can you use to help set that up? Payment processing systems, PayPal, auto billing, Stripe is another one. Some of these payment platforms are built into your web host, your web hosting site. So they may offer those predictable cash flow systems already. You just need to turn them on. My web host is Squarespace. And I noticed that on checkout a couple of years ago, there were certain options as far as payment options that were not turned on or that I could incorporate on my website. So make sure that you have payment processing that's going to be comfortable for your customer. If they need to do installments, make sure you do a Klarna, Afterpay, or Affirm agreement. Add it to your website if it's not already there. Try an upscale sequence to help you make predictable cash flow. What's an upsell sequence, Biz Coach C? It is where, say, someone is spending just $27 on a product or a bundle with you. You want to follow up with them immediately in an automated email that offers either an additional bundle that's going to be an asset to what they already have, or you want to add something that's going to, you want to offer them something that's going to add to what they had and help them level up. So upsell them to the next product, offer it to them. Because if it is of value and they're already invested in you, chances are 90% of the time, someone who has already purchased from you is going to purchase from you again if they have a satisfactory experience. Always, always, always in your follow-up emails, don't just send a confirmation and thank you for buying, but set it up to where your emails are offering an upsell for an additional product, and make sure that that your sales page link or your booking link is there for them to come back next time. You really want to win, incentivize them to come back. Here's a 5% discount if you return to my website. Here's a 10% discount if you want to upsell and scale up to this new product that can amplify what you just purchased. So predictable cash flow systems look like making sure your payment systems are in order and people are comfortable with them, making sure you provide an upsell sequence in your follow-up, along with a way for them to get back to you. And a bonus here is to incentivize it. What's up, Trudy Ann Parker? It's good to see you, girl. So leverage AI for sales. Fast track your financial growth strategies. All right, we're moving right along. How do I fast track the money that I'm going to be getting? You do that by doing a few things. The first thing is to stack your revenue streams. Don't just rely on one product or service, layer it, right? We don't rely on one single product or service. We are working in layers because we have a core service. We can pair that with some sort of digital product or an upsell. We can have a subscription, retainer, commitment that's going to keep them coming back and keep them satisfied. And then we can also layer affiliate income with that. So those businesses that are adjacent to what I'm doing, they are also helping me produce income overnight. The next way we fast track our finances is to pre-sale and collect cash before delivery. Sell the concept, right? And I have a download to help you do this that's available on my website, but it is actually called, I think it's like, let me look it up real quick. It is selling before you actually launch. I'm gonna give you the exact name in just a second, but I've got a download to help you do pre-sales. Build it out after you sell the concept. You can start the build, you can have the idea, but once you have the idea, start the build, but then pre-sell it. Let people know this is what's coming available. This is what you're going to be able to get your hands on, and pre-sell it at a discounted rate because people love that, right? Pre-sell it at a discounted rate, give them exclusive access. How to start selling your products is the name of the tool that I have. And I've got two tools because the second one is called Launch Before You're Ready. If you want either of those, just drop it in the chat and I can make sure you get it. And I'll give you guys a link to both of those. But pre-sell. Sell the concept and then build it. Do a pre-sale workshop. create slides once money is in the hand, but figure out a way to get it into the hands of people and to get the deposits on the pre-sale before you do a full launch. This takes away your financial risk and it also gives you instant deposits. And we're almost done, guys. High margin plays and 30-day challenge. So here we go. What are high margin plays? When I say high margin plays, I mean services that cost you little but sell really high, right? These are things like the digital products, the coaching, the consulting, if you're following a pathway like mine. And then we're talking about bundling products and services also. But if we talk about services, we talked about services that cost little but sell high, but products that also cost little and sell high. It's the same concept, right? We're selecting products that have great value, that meet the need, but that have a great selling point. Now, those products look different in different industries, but if we bundle those products together, what we're doing is we're increasing our average transaction amount or our average transaction size. So where one product may cost you $10 or may cost the customer $10, and it's only one product and that's all you're going to make out of it, is probably about $7 to $8. If you bundle 3 things together that come to about $25 to $27, then we're making sure that we increase that average size transaction. If we're doing that for the majority of our customers, then we're fast tracking our finances. License your knowledge, right? Once you figure this thing out, create templates to help other people come behind you. Pick up the torch and keep it moving. Create toolkits, create courses, and rebrand them, right? Have them under you, but make sure that people understand that it is an extension of what you're doing to help them create their own avenues of success. So here's the 30-day fast growth challenge that we're going to be doing in the new chat group. You're going to pick one automation and one daily deposit strategy that I've gone over here today. And then the challenge is going to be for you to try to reach earning $100 a day in your business with automated sales. And we're going to track this. We're going to start with just 30 days and then we can extend it. But we want to keep it right now as a 30-day fast growth challenge. One automation, one deposit strategy. We're going to figure out how to get that deposit strategy to earning you $100 a day. It's not about working really hard. It's about working really smart with the right systems that are never going to sleep. So this gives you what I call a CEO mindset. It's not just saving time, but it's actively creating cash flow machines, right? That's what we're doing. We're creating our own cash counters. It blends practical tools with profit accelerators. All of the automation, the workflows, the operations, turning into daily deposits, pre-selling, and high margin strategies. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that you were able to take a lot from this. And I want you to be able to go back, watch this on YouTube, watch the replays, catch them. And if you have not seen the others in the series, go to my YouTube page. Road to 100K series is there as its own playlist, and check them out in your own time. Take your time and do this. And I promise you, if you're able to implement what's in the previous videos, by the time you get back to this training, you'll have full understanding of, oh my gosh, I know how to do this. I've actually figured it out. Let's start getting to $100 a day, Biz Coach C. So thank you all for joining today's Road to 100K. I will see you all next month for this series, but I'll probably see you way before then in another episode of the trainings that we have here in Six Secrets. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all have an amazing day.